Morning!
And welcome to a new week.
Welcome to the chaos again.
chaos.
Yeah, it is chaos here at the minute. But it's good chaos because we've had a couple of weeks where it's been not loads happening.
Yeah.
And it's stressing us out.
I know. I was saying it last week that it feels nice to get started. Like now stuff is happening again because we felt a bit unmotivated because it's all these boring under pre-work stuff.
Yeah.
Where you are doing stuff but it feels like nothing is happening.
You don't see any progress. That's the thing, isn't it?
And I get so unmotivated when it's like that.
Me too. But today's the day.
Today's the day.
Yeah, exciting. So once again, we've got some help on its way. It's always nice to have an extra few hands.
Yeah.
Because today, last week, you painted the new panels.
Well, yeah, you saw me paint the primer. Now the actual colour's gone on.
Yeah, look at this. There you go. It looks really light.
Yeah.
And it is quite light, but the kitchen itself is very dark.
Yeah, exactly. And because it is like you don't got loads of natural light in here, so we don't want it too dark because then it will feel like you walk into the kitchen in your kitchen dungeon.
The whole point of this renovation was so that the kitchen didn't feel like a cave.
Yeah, exactly.
So we don't want to make it too dark and dingy because we've decided on the darker floor tiles.
Yeah.
Thank you to everybody who commented, by the way, to warn us about it being dirty. We do know that because in our old house we had black tiles and they were awful.
Yeah, but they were like shiny.
Yeah.
These are a bit matte and textured, so I don't think it will look the same
as
bad.
Yeah, exactly. They're like imitation slate tiles. Yeah. So I think they're going to be spot on. So we've gone for them. So we didn't want to make the rest of the kitchen too dingy, did we?
No, exactly. All right, so today's plans is to sort out the water, because right now you can't turn it off, and we need to turn it off.
Yeah.
So we're going to sort the water, and then we're going to rip all of this out.
Yeah.
And that's probably about what we're going to have time for. In my head, we're going to rip all of this out, then we're going to put up the new wall, and then we're going to
start building the new kitchen, and by lunchtime, by dinner time, it'll be we'll have a new kitchen.
Apparently, that's not how it works.
It's not how it works, unfortunately. I wish it was.
Yeah.
We'll see how far we get. Because we also need to, over here we've got the ugly fuse box that we're going to be building in. And here we're going to add some cable runs behind the wall so that we can hide the ugly cables.
But it just, that we got all the panels painted and everything feels like a massive thing.
Yeah.
And we also have to remember how chaotic it is when you do too many things at once.
Is
maybe.
it?
I think maybe. I got a little video to chuck in from the other day when I was painting all the panels on the floor. So the whole floor was full of panels.
Yeah.
The kids obviously wanted to paint because I was painting. So I had a corner where they were playing with their own colours and everything.
Yeah.
And at the same time, Tom decided to saw a hole in the wall.
Yeah, big hole. Chaos.
It was like the stress levels inside my body.
Yeah.
Is on a different level.
Yeah.
And then you just try to think like, it don't matter.
Pure chaos, but that's how we thrive, innit? We bring it on ourselves, to be fair.
We do, but it's also like, if the kids want to paint when I'm painting, of course they're gonna have to paint, because otherwise they get bored and then I can't paint.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it just has to be, because I think a lot of people think like, why do you do all of it? But it's like, it's not just us who needs to do stuff.
No, it's their house as well,
Yeah.
and they need to be a part of the renovations too. And they absolutely are.
Oh, God, yeah.
Yes.
Chaotic.
So, let's get cracking.
But first coffee.
First, coffee, as always. Important stuff, you know.
So go in.
Go in.
I want to screw.
You screwing, are you, mate?
Can I ask you a thing?
Yeah, mate.
These ones don't go
Yeah,
well.
I've already done that one.
And then, is it both of them?
You need to see if you can find any more that are like that around.
Like I got two
Yeah,
over
do that
there.
one then.
It's the fun stuff, but also the most annoying stuff, because now we're going to live without stove and without any water to do dishes or anything. and it's also -degrees, which means that we don't got any water left in the van. So from now on, the dishes are going to be done in the shower. Fun.
Yeah. I reckon we'll go and buy some disposable plates.
Yeah.
Go and buy some disposable cutlery and just live off them for.
And only cook in the air fryer, because
Yeah.
then it's just one thing to wash.
Yeah. Chips and nuggets on paper plates every day. What's your problem?
What else do you need?
Fail to see the issue.
Let's go.
What do you think? Can you get to it?
I hope.
Sounds like it. Nice. Now it's free. Thank you. The honours.
Shirley? Akta nu så du klämmer dig. Bänkskivan. Sådär ja.
Jajamän.
Ja! Heja pappa! Heja pappa! Pappa,
Yes.
jag hjälper dig med.
Okej.
Vänta tills morfar kommer. Det här är så seriöst. Ska jag precis säga att jag gjorde?
Du kan bära den då, Shirley.
Och jag bär den
Du
här.
kan
Så bär grabbarna den där.
grabbarna bära den där. Go outside and do the dishes.
That's doing the dishes. Oh, Mama's on the tools. Quick, get the camera.
Rude.
Wow!
Wow.
Det här tar jag.
Det tar du.
Vänta! Innan du tar ut en såsstopp. Jag kommer börja skriva av en grej.
Is it good to have a project manager on board?
Finns det någon skruvmejsel någonstans? Där! Jag kommer ta de här nu. Ungefär. Ska vi gå?
Sweet.
Right, bye.
Bye.
Okej.
Functional work in attire, as always.
Jag kommer med dig, mamma.
Are you the boss today?
Heja pojkar! Heja pojkar! Vänta.
There we go.
Kolla vad
That went
så.
fast.
Yeah.
It's the beauty of having a little kitchen.
Alright, should we put in the new one now then?
Yeah, sort of, mate. Shall we leave? Forget the panels.
Yes.
Forget the panels. We'll stick with this decor.
I mean, I made it.
Yeah, this was
Handmade.
handmade, mate. Handcrafted.
Yeah.
Especially like the hole up there
Yeah.
with the grease marks around it. I think that might be a feature.
Yeah, it's good ventilation, mate.
Little
I
feature
don't know
wall,
what
mate,
I don't know what I don't know what you're on about. All right, let's get the new floors in.
Yeah, I think that's the next step, maybe, is it?
Yeah, I might need to mop a little bit here actually.
Yeah.
I know. Just put the thing onto that wall.
Yeah.
Prep for the floor to go in.
Yeah. Fun.
However you do that.
Who knows? We'll see.
Nice door. Keep it like this.
Yeah, do you like it? Yeah. This is the one I've chosen just for you.
I said I wanted the green.
Yeah, you
kitchen.
wanted green everything. I just went for it. Finish, mate. Passes the staple gun.
You know what I hear?
What? Oh, coffee time. Always when you start, just make a start. And then somebody puts the coffee machine on. It's good thinking time though.
Yeah. The floor needs to heat up a little bit.
Yeah, yeah. That's great
48
excuse.
hours or 45 minutes.
This is what we were discussing before, because it says on the package of the floor, bring it inside for 48 hours so that it's like it has a chance to acclimatise to the rest of the house, so it doesn't like
Get wonky.
ours is about 48 minutes.
Yeah, because you went to buy it and we put it in the workshop to start with.
Yeah.
Because obviously we were painting and all of these stuff.
Yeah,
And we were like, oh, when everything's dried and we can remove the panels from the floor, we'll bring the new flooring in.
yeah.
So we got time to lay inside. We forgot to do that.
Did we do that? We weren't really thinking that we were going to have chance to start with the floor though today.
No.
and we've worked faster than what we were thinking. So
That's good.
it'd be fine. We put it in front of the radiator for half an hour.
Yeah, and then we're going to have a coffee now.
Can have a coffee,
Spot
and
on
then
after that.
it's ready to go. Sorted, mate. That's how we work around here. Let's do it.
Let's do it.
This feels like a really fun thing because I didn't think we'd be putting down the floor today.
No.
So it's always nice when it goes the other direction because normally with us it's like we'll get loads done, we'll be putting up the new cabinets and stuff today, painting, finishing touches, and it goes the other way and you actually end up getting nothing done.
Yeah, like
Today-
3 weeks later, you're still not there.
Yeah, but today it's the other way around. We were like, oh, we'll see how much we get done, we'll see how long it takes us to rip out the cabinets and stuff. About 45 seconds, straight out.
Yeah, but this is the difference now, though, because we got 2 more people here.
Yeah,
Neither of us got like full focus on the kids.
Yeah.
They're playing games with Grandma over there,
yeah,
and then it's like you and me, and then my dad is like the little elf outside cutting.
yeah.
cutting up stuff.
Operating the circular saw outside, yeah.
Like it goes so fast, like the same way, like now when we decided to put the floor down, we're like, all right, we fixed that, and it was like, oh, I'll just screw that up on the wall. Then.
Yeah.
Like all of a sudden, it goes so fast.
Stuff
even
actually
if it's,
moves.
Yeah, exactly. Just because you're actually 3 people working and not just
Instead of
one.
one. Yeah.
All right, let's
Exciting.
try and start with this then.
Yeah. Just need to figure out where we're starting from. We were going to start in the corner, but the way that the panels click together, we need to start on this side. So we just need to figure out where the floor's going to go, because that's not really been decided fully. Sort of. We sort of know. We think it's going to come to the end of this door here, and then an angle, and then there. I think.
Yeah, because the new panels are gonna come from that same wall.
Yeah,
So
we-
they go in the same.
It's going to start like this is going to be the kitchen sort of thing. The kitchen,
The kitchen.
Yeah.
Not the other kitchen.
not the other kitchen.
Yeah.
Cool.
Let's do it. Confusion.
Yeah, it's not like
Clicking in properly.
clicking together, no.
Supposed to be one of these. Do you got a name for it in English?
Click floor.
Click. Is that what you call it in English?
No, it's just like laminate
Yeah.
flooring. Yeah. Maybe it's just a bit of brute force needed.
Normally it's just to like click
Yeah,
it
the ones
together,
that I've
you
done
said.
before,
Yeah.
you put one in like that on the floor and one in at an angle, and then when you push it down, it like clicks together. But that's not
Click floor.
click floor.
Happy?
Yeah, I think it's going to look great. I think it's a good choice of floor. I think it's going to do exactly what we want it to do.
I hope so.
Yeah, and when you've got the light on it, it doesn't look black, which is nice. It's
Yeah.
like dark slate grey.
Yeah.
It's going to be spot on. And it doesn't feel like cheap laminate floor either, which I like.
That's the
Yeah.
point. That's what we
The
went
fake
for.
wood laminate floor, I always feel like it feels a bit like plasticky almost.
Yeah,
This
that's
feels
what we
more
didn't
like
want.
slate.
Yeah.
It's good.
Den är 64. Nej, 64.
This is dangerous. Don't be rude.
That then.
Happy? Pressure.
Well, yes.
I think Molly's still in tearing out the old kitchen mode.
Working though. Any target?
Vill jag ha mer in den? Kan jag ha mer?
Ja, men
Vi väntar
lugn
lite.
och fin apelsin. Okej?
Alla ska få vara med och hamra lite.
Okej. Jag vill ha mer den där. Så.
Nice.
It's gone a little bit more.
It's gone a little bit up, has it?
Yeah.
Hammer it a little bit more, mate. All right, there we go.
Here we go.
Floor
Complete.
done. That was unexpected, wasn't it?
I know.
Because when we set out this morning to do the kitchen, we didn't expect to do the floor at all, to be
No.
honest.
I said it, didn't I? I was like, we'll remove the kitchen. That's it.
And we see how far we get. To be honest, I didn't expect the kitchen to come out that quickly.
No.
But obviously we'd done a lot of preparation for it.
Yeah.
We took out all the screws and stuff. So it literally just came off, out, and it was done in about 3 minutes.
Yeah.
So then we were like, right, what do we do next? And it turned out that the floor was the next job. And now we're done.
We're done.
It's so good.
Yeah.
This was, I think this was a good choice of floor.
Yeah.
When we saw it in the daylight earlier, it was really nice. So we just need to see how it looks next to the green kitchen.
Yeah. So hopefully tomorrow we can start putting panels up.
Yeah.
That feels so exciting.
Yeah, really exciting that is. Imagine we've got a floor and walls. It's gonna feel done.
We don't need much, do we?
It's gonna be done. Nah, it's exciting.
Yeah.
But now we're gonna tidy up. We're gonna have a bit of dinner, and we'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.
Bye. All right. Next day, it is after lunchtime because we have not had a minute this morning to do anything. You know that we took the sink and stuff out here yesterday, so we only got water in the bathroom. Done the dishes twice in there, and the whole thing clogged up. So that's what we spent the morning with, unclogging that. Life is fun, isn't it? But now, finally, it is time to start with the panels. So Tom is outside sorting out the saw, finding the nail gun, and I went to get the hardest part, the most heavy part, the most difficult thing, the little laser. So now, because we put the floors in first, we need to cut down the panels a little bit more because now they're just about off. Somebody want something? What do you want?
Hello. Electricity, please.
Don't know if I got any. But yeah, the panels are slightly off now when we put the floors in first, so we need to saw them down just a little bit more. And then we're gonna start attempting to put these up. That will be nice.
Fun.
It does feel fun. Like when they just do like this, it looks a little bit like outdoor.
You think?
Yeah. I think it's gonna look spot on when the kitchen is on it though.
Worrying me now. What? Because of the colour? Or because of the size, or what?
I don't know what it is.
Uh-oh. I hope not, because we've spent a lot of money and a lot of time cutting them down to the right size and stuff.
And painting them. Don't forget the painting.
Oh yeah, and the painting. The most important bit. What are you talking about?
Who cares if somebody had to stand outside in the -degrees for hours and cut them down? It was
Nobody cares about that.
it was all the hours spent inside in the warmth painting them.
To be fair, you didn't have it much easier because you had the entire living room covered with them while you were painting. You're trying to do it around the kids.
Yeah.
I think I had it easier. I just put a coat on and some big gloves. I was fine.
Yeah, but that's what we're doing. Now this camera is getting too heavy, so I'll see you in a minute. Hey, you don't even get scared.
Startled, perhaps.
I was hoping to jump out of your pants.
Solid, mate. I am, aren't I?
I did hope for a bit of a reaction to this.
Caught it, mate. That's pretty. Wow. What do you reckon? Does that look straight to your eyes?
Yeah, probably.
I
Alright,
think it's
after
okay.
about, I want to say 5 minutes, but let's be real. About 35 minutes of Googling how to do it. we're now on the roll again.
And the thing is that what we've come to the conclusion of is you just do it the really simple way, which we were trying to avoid. We were trying to avoid nailing into the face of it and like figuring out how you do it in either the tongue or the groove without it being seen. But in the end, it's just like, well, you just do it straight in the middle, mate. What are you talking about?
Obviously gonna have like the countertop covering
Yeah, the countertop's
basically the
gonna
whole
come to
thing.
here. So you just do it where the countertop's going to be. Do you think that's right?
Why not?
I don't know.
It's always with doing loads here.
Yeah, you're helping me. You're my motivation for this whole thing.
Sounds nice. Want some light?
I'd love some light. So we've been cracking on a little bit, at least, running in and out, doing some sawing. I've got the big miter saw outside to shave off the panels. We've had a slight change of plan with some of the measurements down at the bottom. I'll show you in a second. And then I've got the jigsaw set up as well to cut out some little holes, the paneling, some cabling there, those sort of things. So here's where we're at so far. It's looking really good. It's looking really good. I am glad that we decided that we were going to put another layer on once it was up, because it's going to need it. As I've been taking it in and out using the saw, there are a couple of small marks, but that's not a problem because we're going to put another layer on anyway. But look at that. There you go. It's going to be well nice. Starting to see the vision now. It's green, but it's not too green because the cabinets are obviously quite a lot darker than this, so I think it's going to be a lovely contrast. I think this was a really nice idea. I don't know if we mentioned about the laser yesterday. We've got the laser set up, and on one of the articles that we read about how to put up wood paneling like good, in a good way, not in like our way, just nail it up and see what happens. But we actually read up a little bit, and they said use the laser on every third panel to make sure that it's straight. But I'm using it on every panel now. Because we started doing that, and by the third one, it was actually quite, you know, a couple of millimeters wonky at the top. So I think it's because neither the floor nor the ceiling is 100% straight. So whichever one you go from, you've always got a little bit of maybe not super straightness somewhere. So I'm using the laser on every panel now, just moving it across, nailing the panels up, and yeah, we're getting there. This is a really nice step. So we've got the floor in, the panels are going in now, and I think it's going to be really nice. So we had Molin's granddad here yesterday, who is an electrician, to just sort of have a little look at a few bits. And we decided that we're going to cut the panels off at the bottom here and leave a like a little channel for cables and stuff. That'll keep it really nice and neat, and it'll also utilise the space a little bit better. So I think that actually ended up a really good idea. I actually should have been videoing what I was doing here, because this was the easy bit. And now, as I've gone to get the camera, of course, I've got to do the funky bits around the window. But I'm going to go and get the jigsaw, and we'll see how that goes. So daytime turned into nighttime once again, and out came my fancy headlamp so I could continue with the panels. I was so determined to get this done today, so I just put my brain into focus mode and got on with it. These sorts of projects are among the most fun ones with the renovations. It's challenging without being too brain-meltingly difficult, and it's a lot of visible progress. Fun times!
All right, morning. You saw Tom putting up the panels yesterday, and I think it was very dark when he finished the last one, so I thought I'm going to show you what it looks like. Like, I love it. I love it. I think it looks so good. Tom's done such a good job of putting these up. It looks brilliant, and I am in love with the colour. We just need one more layer of green on here, and then we're basically ready to put up the new kitchen. And that feels exciting. That feels so nice. I'm so ready for it. Because for about a week now, we lived without water or a sink or a oven. Well, oven we lived without for ages, but without a hob. And we cooked everything in the air fryer. I even made soup in the air fryer the other day. So it's gonna feel really, really nice to have somewhat of a kitchen back. Because I know it's not like you just, like we do sometimes, you know, when you just click and it's there. Sadly, that's not how it works in real life. So just because we start doing it, I know we're not going to have a functional kitchen straight away. But as soon as you get some water in there, like at least just that is going to be such a big difference. And I cannot wait. Let me tell you that. I'm also very ready to not have everything in the hallway, because it's starting to get hard to find stuff. Because to start with, it was like a organized chaos. Now it's not. Now it's just chaos, and every single day we get annoyed and frustrated because we can't find stuff. And the more it gets like that, the less intention I get to do anything with it. I just want to be like, chuck everything out there, and I don't ever want to see it again. I know that is not helping my problem. Not at all, actually. But that's how my brain works, I guess. But now, paint, stop talking, start painting.
All right, what a week. Bloody hell, how dark is it? It's like middle of the night. I thought it was like, oh, it is. It's like 4 o'clock. It feels like about midnight. What I was going to say is, what a week that's been. What an amazing week of progress. This feels like probably the biggest progress week so far since we started. Ripped out the old kitchen, put in an entire new floor, and put in all the new panels as well. So good. Like, it feels like it's really coming together now. And the most exciting bit is, next up, it's building the actual kitchen. So much fun, so much fun. We're really looking forward to getting a kitchen installed again, not having to live out of the air fryer, not having to eat off of paper plates all the time, and not having to do dishes in the bathroom sink. It's going to be all worth it in the end. Yeah, can't wait. Massive thank you for tagging along with us once again this week. Huge thanks to the channel members. We've had a couple of new ones, so if you're one of the new channel members, welcome. If you're interested in supporting the channel in a bit of a different way, hit the join button and find out a little bit more about YouTube channel membership. It starts at like $4 a month or something. You get the videos a couple of days early, you support the channel, and we love you for it. Thanks very much. Big progress to make over the next few weeks. Hopefully before Christmas, we'll have some form of working kitchen. Thanks very much for tagging along with us once again this week. We'll see you next Sunday or Friday if you're a channel member. Have a lovely week, and yeah, take care. Bye.